Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. Manchester City will play Chelsea. Last week we were struck with a 0-0 draw against Southampton. What the worrying thing was that we only registered one shot on target near the 90th minute of the game. Obviously against Wycombe, players like Foden and Bruyne got minutes under their belts. Takes time for players to get back into form after an injury, which is a massive boost for us. We saw the likes of Stones, Laporte and Rodri feature for training. We'll probably not see them start against Chelsea, but it is very good to see them back in training. We were told last week that they would be out for 2 weeks. Maybe they have returned earlier than expected. Obviously, we will see tomorrow afternoon what happens. We saw a very youthful backline who were absolutely phenomenal against Wycombe. Finley Burns, Luke Mbete, Wilson Esbrand, even Romeo Lavia, they were great against a somewhat experienced Wycombe team. We even saw James McAtee feature as well as Cole Palmer scoring his first Manchester City goal, which was brilliant. The future is very bright for Manchester City. We could possibly see a few of them feature on the bench against Chelsea. The next few games for us will be extremely difficult with Chelsea. Then we face Paris Saint-Germain in Paris for the Champions League and then Liverpool at Anfield. So we do have some tough fixtures coming up. So let's look at our opponents for tomorrow, the champions of Europe, Chelsea, the team that has beaten us in our last 3 games, the team that has broken our hearts on 2 occasions. We are going to be playing at Stamford Bridge, the stadium where we started our 21 games unbeaten run last season. Obviously, circumstances have changed, so it will be a very interesting game, especially for neutrals. Now, Chelsea are currently unbeaten in the league and are currently top of the league alongside Liverpool, possibly our title rivals this season with Liverpool and maybe United. They started off their campaign with a 3-0 win versus Crystal Palace, a 2-0 win versus Arsenal, a 1-all draw versus Liverpool, 3-0 win versus Villa, and a 3-0 win versus Spurs. So they are looking good at the moment. They do have a very solid defensive record as well. They are looking a little scary at the moment, so we will have to see what happens tomorrow, I guess. So let's look at Pep's press conference. Pep starts off by praising the Premier League. The Premier League has to be so proud of the fantastic league we have, for the brilliant managers, brilliant in many senses, top quality players. Every club has 15 to 16 exceptional players, and now fans are back. It's an honour to be here and enjoy the Premier League in this country. Every year I get the idea that it is harder than before. It's really tough, an incredible challenge for us. We accept the challenge and go for it. It's a big compliment for the Premier League. We know that the Premier League is growing. We are seeing much better teams slash squads. For example, Leicester, Wolves have invested, West Ham in Europe, Everton have a good squad. It's a tough league indeed. And this season we have 4 to 5 clubs competing for the league title, so it is very hard indeed. He also speaks about the preparation for the Chelsea game. We prepare the games like we prepare Southampton and like before in the previous games. Try to read what they are, what we have done in recent games against Chelsea under Tuchel, and every game is a new challenge, a new opportunity to learn, improve and do better. We try to learn. This is a new competition. It's one more game. We prepare the game like the strong points we have and see what we could do to be better. That's the mindset we have. It will be the same against Paris Saint-Germain and Liverpool before the international break. Obviously, you always need a fresh mindset and a good mentality to win titles and trophies, as Pep well explained. Pep also talks about Chelsea. We played a great side, we lost, but played great. They structured defensively, so good physicality, defense. I have a feeling tomorrow we are going to play with a lot of courage, with personality. We did play a good side, and unfortunately, it didn't end well for us. But now it's time for the players to learn from that and improve. Chelsea will make it hard for us, but it is the team's job to find a way to open Chelsea up. So this brings us nicely on to the team news for Manchester City. John Stones, Aymeric Laporte, Rodri and Zinchenko are still out for this game. Gundogan is still a doubt, but out of the others he has the best chance to be available. Now for Chelsea, Edouard Mendy has missed Chelsea's last two games because of a knock, but is expected to return versus us tomorrow afternoon. And Christian Pulisic remains a doubt with an ankle problem. So let's predict Manchester City's lineup for this game. In net is obviously going to be Edison, no doubt about that. I feel like we are going to be having the same defense as the Southampton game. I thought our defense against Southampton was fantastic. Walker, Diaz, Ake, Cancelo, all four of them featuring at the back. Now in midfield, it will be Fernandinho. I don't think Rodri will be thrown into the ship. And the two above Fernandinho, I've gone with Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne was fantastic against Wycombe. I know it's Wycombe, but he was good. And it was great to see him score as well. So I think De Bruyne will definitely be starting. And Bernardo Silva, I think Bernardo is a player that presses, that could also do the defensive work, that could also go forward. I think he's the type of player we need in midfield, especially against Chelsea. Now, for the front line, I've gone with Jack Grealish on the left, Gabriel Jesus on the right, and Ferran Torres up front as well. So I think this will most likely be our front three. I could be wrong because, Pep likes to switch things up like always, but I think this will somewhat be the lineup that faces Chelsea. So let's predict Chelsea's lineup for this game. Edouard Mendy is obviously going to be at the back for them. I think they will play their back five: Alonso, Rudiger, Silva, Christensen, Azpilicueta. It's the lineup that has done well for them recently. Jorginho and Kante in the centre of that midfield with Havertz, Mount supporting the striker Lukaku. It is a very strong lineup. Azpilicueta and Alonso are both on form. Rudiger as well has done very well for them. And Kante and Jorginho, with Lukaku scoring goals as well. It is a very, very hard lineup. It is frightening to see how good they are. So let's look at my prediction for this game. It's quite hard, Chelsea are looking good at the moment. Defensively, they are very solid. It will be very tough to score against them, as we saw in the FA Cup and Champions League. I think Manchester City will draw this game 1-1. Maybe we could get a win. Right now, a draw is a sensible prediction in my opinion. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do like this video. Please do subscribe. Do comment down below your predicted lineup. Do comment down below your prediction. And I'll catch you guys in my next video.